this is a little bit controversial to say, but these new guests almost look like gender reversed versions of the previous two judges that were not that important. Having said that, though, it's clear though that they are people with nice bodies in a way, as two of the people outside. But yeah, the king of the school, not the king, the demon of the school, has decided to pull up dirty trick. Although he does say this was something even Sai Simon decided upon. In the end, he has just dug his grave even deeper. Soon you will fall from your arrogant throne. Yes, this is the Shokugeki no Soma chapter 251, and what has happened? Well, it turns out Azami appears and he pulls up a dirty move, saying he is gonna have to wish to change the judging panel because having watched all this cooking and many other things more, he says he is getting hungry. And of course, the rebels feel like that is not his intention. He's only wanting that to take over. And in the end, I agree. This is just. I had a feeling he would pull a dirty move like this. So he. And on the other hand, says an odd number of judges is unhappening, and there must always be absolute fairness. So Azami includes two other judges, who turns out to be higher ranked than even Anne. Apparently, those trained her. First class officer, we world government officer Decora and Courage. And as I said before, Courage is a white woman with seemingly blonde hair. Decora is a dark skinned woman. So I'm just saying, when I first saw that, I almost said, isn't this a little gender reversed? I mean, for the other two. However, it's worth noting that two of the rebels are actually pretty amazed by their bodies, and it turns out, yes, these Ouijuen are those that are on Azami's side. Damn you, Azami! Just how many influential people have you gotten in your cult? It's about time you arrogant people fall from your grace and realizes that there is freedom in cooking. Clearly, though, these are the more arrogant ones. Decora taunts Anne, saying that we were the ones who trained you and your taste buds. And they immediately begins to mention how much that Anne's body hasn't grown. And then Courage shows pictures of Anne when she was young, and apparently she looked a little bit more adorable in that form, as she had swirly glasses and pigtails, and well, unrefined. And then for some reason they just pull in Megumi and Nen in the conversation, saying those two pigtails have the sort of frumpiness as the average of these two. Pulling Nene is one thing, but Megumi, no, that was mean. For some surprised reason, and I'm saying surprised because I just cannot figure this girl out, which is actually the real part of this chapter that is worth talking about. Just what is this girl thinking, and just what is this girl's mind? In fact, it's even lampshaded in the chapter by itself. How does she work? Rindou, of all people, is actually against this, and Asami says that Simon agreed on this too. And then it says another reason why he wants this, because of some intruding. He never had to taste his daughter's cooking, was so much ignorant to realize that it was thanks to him that he did not get to. Anne agrees on this, but only on one condition, on the thing that to make sure that this is absolute fair, she will remain on this thing as if the only other free that she cannot trust the judgment of that. So Asami says that, and Courage will lightly flirts with Asami. Turns out that she is in love with Asami. Well, yes, again, not that. I mean, Asami is not exactly responding to her feeling. After all, he's an emotional, manipulative bastard. But again, I'm saying, what happened to the wife? So yeah, with this, Anne is actually a bit nervous. Her higher senpais and the ones who will judge will be Anne and Decora and Azami, I guess. Who will all this... in the end, this is unfair, but Soma, who is still Soma, is actually not a single bit worried. Because he actually says it like this. Well, you came down here through your own free will. Now I can get you to hit you with my straight-on flavors. And in a way, Soma is right. The king, or the demon as I prefer to call him, is actually down to earth and hitting this thing straightforward. He is desperate. He is desperate in crushing the rebels because he is actually sensing the pressure the rebels are giving, even though it's, as of date, evenly. So Soma's advance into the next round. Yeah, this is definitely the time hitting that arrogant man and finally breaking him. So with the and even as someone silently smiles at that nine. However, Rindou is still switches to a little bit anger as we see that they are to cook spear squid. As no, Takumi is actually watching the fight, but wonders if he is actually watching like as Izan. But no, it's actually because before he took on uh, Rindou, he met Megishima, who actually gave him a little warning, saying that I heard you taking on her. Well, I couldn't beat her. But of all people in this regiment casino, the person with the most discord in her heart is her. Just give her, just give her your best. That's all I got to say. And that's the thing is, most discord in her heart. In fact, even Takumi later reveals that as he looks at her, he suddenly gets a different feeling, a different moment of uneasiness. He describes it like at a moment she was a wild beast sensing danger, and then suddenly someone who was threatening the best he can. But then she, at the moment, has switched back to her fired up Genki version. Are you saying she suffers from some kind of bipolar disorder? Nah, that's probably a little mean to say. But getting back to what Megishima said, discord in her heart. Well, let's just say the theories, especially from the popular Shokugeki no Soma reviewers on Rindou, have been astronomical. Everything from Rindou possibly being related to Soma through, what is it, cousins or something like that, because of the fact that she shares so many quirks similar to Yoshiro. Also for the fact that she may very well be the true first seed because, well, she's just that unique. And again, she voted for Azami because it was fun, and yet she still, until now at least, didn't pull a single thing that implied she supported his reign. And now she was even against all this. I mean, true, true. Just what is that girl? I cannot read her mind, nor can I actually read her emotions. Is she good? Is she evil? Or is it something else? In fact, that line from Megishima is implying something, and I cannot figure out what it is. It's saying something like, with the most discord in her heart. What kind of discord is that? I mean, there is the third theory that secretly suggests that Rindo is jealous of the god's tongue and is trying to forge her own. I mean, all of those theories are good, but at the same time, I don't believe them because I lack evidence, people. I lack evidence to support all three of these different theories. But that discord, what kind of discord is there? That's it's to imply something about her. And I cannot figure out what it is. But maybe it is that truly that she does not enjoy cooking as much as she thinks. And maybe it's the fact that she believes in cooking freedom, or does it mean something else? You know what? I'll leave it up to you to decide. Give me your thoughts if you have any.